Thank you very much, Your Excellency Governor Mungaro. Your Excellency Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, His Excellency Governor Gideon Mungaro, also Governor from Mombasa, Abdul Swamad, the Governor of Kwale, Honorable Fatuma Achani, my colleague CS Hassan Joho, the CS Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, the PSS here present, high-level officials from both the county and the national government, our investors and stakeholders. Your Excellency, allow me to take this opportunity, first of all, to recognize other key leaders in our midst. I want to recognize, first of all, my colleague Hassan Joho, who is here with us. I also want to recognize PS Abubakar Hassan, the PS in charge of investment promotion, PS Dr. Alfred Kombudo, the PS in charge of trade. We also have senior Dr. Francis Atuoli, Secretary General Kotu, who is in our midst. I also want to recognize former Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala, who is also joining us here, and many other leaders, and now also the Speaker of the Senate, His Excellency Right Honorable Amason Jeffa Kingi, also a senior leader in this county. Your Excellency, before I make a few remarks and invite you, allow me, Your Excellency, because investment is a whole government approach. I would like to request that I also invite my colleague Hassan Joho to also make brief remarks, and then we continue with the program. Karibu sana, Waziri.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, President William Samoei Ruto, my colleague CS Salim Mvurya, Honorable Members of Parliament, Excellency Governors, allow me, Your Excellency, to begin first of all by congratulating Governor Gideon Maita Mungaro for inviting us for this very momentous occasion. This really, for me, is an important conversation and largely a game changer on our economic conversation in our region. Your Excellency, I wouldn't want to take so much time. I know presentations have been made and you're likely to give us a lot more information, but I want the Kenyan people to know that in Kilifi here, there is, number one, enormous potential in the area of mining. Your Excellency, in Kilifi, probably in the entire coastal region, besides where Governor 002 comes from, I think in the deposits of limestone, you are competing. And therefore, we are now hosting one large cement factory. I have licensed very recently another one that will set up here in the Chonyi area with the support of the area member of parliament. Your Excellency, Ken Chonga is the one that brought investors to me, and I want to appreciate his effort. Your Excellency, in Kilifi here, we have witnessed, after the air geological, physical, geophysical survey was done, there were many occurrences, but we are aware that there's huge deposits of manganese, lead, and obviously almost 40 or 50% of the salt that is consumed in the country comes from Kilifi, Your Excellency. There is also, you know, Your Excellency, you appointed me as CS for mining. I'm learning a new mineral every day. So there's a mineral called phonolite that has tremendous potential here. Obviously, silica sand, because of the production of cement on where Paul Katana and Kengamupe come from. Every house probably that you see in Kilifi, the coral building block is locally produced. And I believe strongly that is as a program that supports your housing program, Your Excellency. And I want to encourage that we organize more young people, put them in cooperatives, and encourage them to manage the process as well and be able to create some wealth. Your Excellency, that what surprised me is that all along I've been thinking, because Best Titanium opted to settle in Kwale, that Kwale may have had a huge deposit of titanium. Obviously, over the period they've proved that they extracted quite a bit, but I want to report that the occurrences on titanium on the belt of Kilifi are as big or even bigger than what has been extracted in Kwale. Your Excellency, in our EEZ for fishing, which has a potential of about 300 billion that is untapped, Kilifi hosts a fair share of that potential. And I feel encouraged, Your Excellency, that Governor has signed an MOU with the Kenya Shipyard to be able to support our fisherfolk, particularly artisanal fishermen and women, to be able to be more productive. Your government, Your Excellency, has invested heavily in supporting some programs, such as building fishing ports here in Kilifi, in Malindi. Your Excellency, you negotiated on our behalf as the Kenyan people for a much larger investment that you probably announced it yourself at some point. That is, we have unlocked, and hopefully soon we will be able to get consultants design and be able to realize that potential. Your Excellency, I feel very encouraged with one memorandum of understanding the Governor has signed with Digital Opportunity Trusts, so that we can monetize our content creation. The country must be built by hard work. It must be built by commitment. And therefore, for us to realize the potential we have, number one, government can create its support infrastructure or infrastructural support. But oftenly, what changes the game is private equity when it is injected in our economy. Because our young people need jobs. We need to be able to create wealth. We need to be able to uplift the standards of the lives of the people. That can only be realized by true hard work. And therefore, I feel encouraged that we must have this meaningful conversation on how we can turn around our economy. Your Excellency, Abdul Samad thought he's the only one who could speak Swahili. And he seized the moment. Akatoa methali moja tu ya kusema, ulisema nini vile? Ukiona sasa yeye amesema ukiona vaolea. Nataka nimwambie hiyo sio Kiswahili. Kiswahili ukiona vaelea. Si ndio hivyo? Vimeundwa. So nataka niwaambie tu ndugu zangu, kazi ya kujenga nchi si kazi rahisi. Na those that are in government, including the president, akijenga, don't ever assume for 1 minute that because I'm a minister, what I do in my workspace, I am doing it for myself. We're doing for the current and the future population. So it is important that we all realize that every Kenyan, in one way or another, they have a contribution to make. And I want to urge all of us, we sell our country positively. We sell our country positively. And I want to repeat some sentiments I said earlier. I was with the president in New York. And in one of the meetings when I was trying to sell the blue economy space. 90% of the questions that were being asked are informed from some space in social media. Like we could not really answer. And we are only asking that let us be responsible. It is our country. We cannot have another Kenya. 1 year wasted is far too long for the future generation. So nataka too, because there's a lot of private sector voices that I would term credible in this conversation, tafadhali inform the rest of the world that Kenya is ripe for investment. Kenya is ready for investment. We have systems that work. Kenya is a liberalized economy. There's a lot of space to be able to secure yourself and do business. Mheshimiwa Rais, Mr. kuendelea zaidi hapa niseme karibu sana huku Vipingo. And Governor, you've showed us the way. Mngaro. I hope the next one we'll be able to invite the President to do a Jumuiya one, because you are interdependent. Nikutakie kila laheri, Governor, na nikwambie me and you have discussed in certain areas of potential in mining. Your Excellency, we have progressed 3 companies from prospecting to mining here in Kilifi. And they have reported to us they are likely to employ not less than 6,000 of our young people. So hopefully when they are backing around, Your Excellency will allow, I'll invite you to come and officiate. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki na awalinde. Thank you very much.